Tonight, the White House is investigating a major national security lapse. A journalist was added to a group message involving top members of President Donald Trump's national security team.
That journalist says he saw war plans being discussed earlier this month before they were carried out in Yemen. ABC's Perry Russum has you covered on how people are reacting to this bombshell.
President Trump today standing by his national security team after a journalist was added to a group message where war plans in Yemen were reportedly discussed.
We have an amazing group. Our national security now is stronger than it's ever been.
The journalist who was inadvertently added to the group chat on the app Signal is editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, Jeffrey Goldberg. He says he was added to the chat by National Security Advisor Mike Waltz.
We are looking into and reviewing how the heck he got into this room.
Trump standing by Waltz.
It's equipment and technology that's not perfect, and probably he won't be using it again.
It comes after a heated hearing today on Capitol Hill, where two members of Trump's national security team who were part of the group chat were grilled by Senate Democrats.
I want to make clear that I'm of the view that there ought to be resignations.
This disrespect for our intelligence agencies and the personnel who work for them is entirely unacceptable. It's an embarrassment.
This was a huge mistake, correct?
No.
CIA Director John Ratcliffe and Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard were just two of the high-level Trump cabinet members involved in the stunning lapse of national security. These conversations usually happen in a secure setting approved by the government, not Signal. There is confusion over whether or not war plans were discussed. Goldberg says Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth texted them.
Weapons systems and packages and timing and weather in Yemen and all kinds of information about sequencing of particular events.
The White House and Hegseth say that's not true.
Nobody was texting war plans, and that's all I have to say about that.
Gabbard today says no classified information was in the chat. She says military targets were discussed.
I believe there was discussion around targets in general.
Any mention of any military unit whatsoever? Mr. Ratcliffe?
Not that I recall.
Ms. Gabbard?
Not that I recall.
That Senate hearing continuing behind closed doors out of the view of the public. Both sides of the aisle are calling for a full investigation to find out exactly what was discussed in those messages. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.